the idea of going to space is something that's been with me, again, for as long as I can remember. Maybe not since childhood, but definitely through the 90s, when it was all space this and space that, and fluoro, and we're aliens, and we're from another planet, and not really ever believing that. I'm not a big believer in UFOs per se. You know, I've suspended my disbelief. It's more than likely that they exist, but, you know, I'm not a fanatic. So around 2006, I saw an article about a dancer, Kitsu Dubois, who, with the Arts Catalyst, did a series of zero-gravity flights with the Russian Space Agency. And it was the first time that I'd ever heard of the possibility that you could actually experience zero gravity as a citizen, as a civilian. So I set about working out how I could get on one of these flights. Information was very limited at the time, but I did track down a guy in San Francisco called Frank Petrogunia, who I met when I was in America, in San Francisco, and he was really helpful. And he set me on a path. I went to the International Astronautical Congress in Glasgow in 2008 as a part of a symposium of arts, culture and humanities at the intersection of space exploration, which was hosted by the Arts Catalyst. So I attended this as a delegate of the Arts Forum and was allowed to go into the main arena, which is essentially an expo of all things space. So everything from rocket launchers to satellites to toilets for space stations to all of their marketing. It was fantastic. And also at that time, I was commissioned to create a tarot card, the Star card, for a tarot deck that was made by the Spill Festival of Performance with a photographer called Manuel Vasson. And he got me in on that. It was a live art initiative, which I wasn't really a part of, but Manuel's a friend of mine. He said Empress Stah should be the Star card. So I took that and I ran with it. I researched the meaning of the card and came up with an idea to have these inflatable stars, and I made the Star card of the tarot. And it was from that I thought, okay, this is it. I have a vision, the doors seem to be opening, the universe seems to be working with me. I'm going to make this space project my focus. I'm going to do it. I want to be on that spaceship. I want to have a parabolic flight. I want to experience zero gravity. I want to make all my shows about the future, about human evolution. It's kind of more ideas, more technology. And ultimately, I want to go and do a performance in space. And that's what I've set about doing. And I'm still doing it. And I'm actually really just warming up now. I spent the weekend launching a Twitter campaign to get the attention of Richard Branson.